Hi, my name is Layla and I'm the owner and founder of Top Financial Agency. So in this video, I am going to talk about the concept of buy term and invest the difference and see if that's a really good financial strategy or if it needs some improvement. So first, I want to talk to you about just the concept of running out of life insurance when you're old. Well, it's called life insurance, which should indicate that you should have life insurance for the rest of your life, not just a portion of your life, because everybody dies. And if you happen to die when you're older, when your life insurance runs out, then your family is going to either have to dip into their own savings, or if you have any mutual funds or any retirement vehicles that you're going to pass down to them. Number one, depending on those products, they're going to pay taxes on a lot of that. And then whatever's left over, they're going to use that to bury you. But either way, you put the burden of responsibility on your family to have to figure out how to come up with the money to bury you. The second thing is living benefits. So life insurance isn't just when you die. You could use life insurance when you're alive, depending on the insurance carrier that you get, meaning that if you have a heart attack, cancer, or stroke, you could use that life insurance while you're alive. Now, statistically speaking, people are more likely to need living benefits when they're seniors. That's when people typically have heart attack, cancer, or stroke. But if you buy a term policy only and that expires, now you don't have any living benefits when you are older and you have a heart attack, cancer, or stroke. So that means that you're going to have to dip into your retirement or your savings to have to pay any medical expenses or pay your mortgage, pay your rent. Now, I know somebody that's a caregiver and they have funds to be able to pay her, but typically Medicare doesn't cover a caregiver to come to your house and take care of you. So now you're a senior, you're older, you have maybe Social Security, you have limited retirement, and now you have some sort of an illness. Now you have to figure out how to continue to pay for your living expenses. And that's where living benefits comes in. But if you only have a term policy, now you're not going to have that money for the rest of your life. But now let's take a look at the concept of you buy term and you invest a difference. So where are you investing when you invest a difference? Well, I took a look at some facts here. So in 2022, the average American contributed about $20,500 into a 401k. In 2023, it says that the average American invested 7.4% of their income into their 401k. In 2024, the first quarter, the average American saved $3,100 into their IRA, meaning that we're looking at about $12,400 that's going to be saved into an IRA. Now, millennials make an average of $50,000 to $100,000 annually. So let me share with you some calculations. Okay, so this is a 401k calculator, and this is how I set it up. Current age, 35 years old. Annual salary, $75,000. Let's say you've already got $35,000 in there. You are contributing 7% of your salary. Your employer is matching you 50%. Let's say you retire at 65 years old. You live until you're 85, and I set the rate of return to be 8%. At 65, you're going to have $1.3 million, which is equivalent to just over $500,000 in purchasing power to date. Now, remember, millennials need to have at least $2 to $3 million towards their retirement. Okay, now this is another really cool calculator. It's under investor.org, and it is a compound calculator. So what I did here was, since I saw that in 2022, Americans were saving about $20,500. I just upped it a little bit more to $22,000, which breaks down to about $1,800 a month. So this is just a straight up compound interest calculator. So if you're investing $22,000 annually for 30 years, again, from 35 to 65, that's 30 years, 8% rate of return, you'll have about $1.5 million when you are ready to retire. But again, typical products, the gains, if this is like in a mutual fund, you still have to pay taxes on the gains. So let me show you another example of what you could possibly do. Okay, so this is another concept and it's called Kaizen. And in this scenario, let me show you this. So what I did is I structured it, same thing. So 35-year-old male, and he will be contributing $22,000 for 5 years only. So that would mean that he would invest $110,000. Now, this is attached to a life insurance policy, so he's going to have a death benefit of over $800,000, meaning that when he passes away, that's a death benefit that's going to go to his family. But then also, depending on the care that you get, he's going to have living benefits that he could use in case of chronic, critical, or terminal illness. When he's 65 years old, between the ages of 65 and 90, he is going to be able to get $91,000 a year, but this is tax-free. So if he lives to be 90 years old and he draws out from age 65 to 90, that $91,000 a year, he is going to receive $2.3 million is how much he's going to receive. And the remaining death benefit to the beneficiaries after he passes away will be $1 million. So there you have it. I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about, is it the best to just buy term and invest the difference in mutual funds or putting it in a 401k? Remember, you don't have any living benefits when you're older and somebody still has to figure out how to bury you. But then also, if you're putting your money in mutual funds or 401k or other traditional retirement products like that, you're generally going to have to pay taxes. So not only do millennials, and I'm just talking to that age range because boomers have a different retirement goal, Gen X and millennials, because the purchasing power is going to be different when we retire. So I'm just bringing up millennials. So millennials are going to need $2 to $3 million towards their retirement. And a lot of millennials aren't even saving what they need to be saving to reach $2 to $3 million. But there's other strategies available that you could invest for only 5 years. And after those 5 years, you can have tax-free money starting at age 65 to 90, which will be closer to that goal. It'll be $2 million, which is closer to the goal that you need to get to. So if you want to learn more about different retirement strategies or life insurance, reach out to me, or you could DM me the word life, or just head over directly to topfinancialagency.com.